Hello, hello, welcome. All right, so as you can probably see, there's a lot more done than last time. I have been able to um, finish up the first layer on Zoe and then move on to Rumi. Um, Yesterday, I was working on the jacket and her shorts, and as you can see, the jacket's yellow is very transparent, so it's probably going to be a couple of layers before it actually looks solid. But it's drying now, so I can't really touch it. I was thinking today I could move on to maybe her hair, show how to paint braids. That might be fun and interesting, so yeah. I'm gonna pull up a reference picture here. Do do do. All right, beautiful. I'm going to just slide this over for us. Well, no, actually, I'll just keep it here for 1 second. No, actually, yes, I'm going to slide this over, and I have no room on this side of the table, but I have another table over here. Just gonna put that right there. And then I have my palette here, and what I'm gonna need is a little bit of French ultramarine. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Again, French ultramarine. I'm also going to use permanent rose. Starting to see my favorite colors here. And then white and a little bit of black. And as you notice, yes, her hair is purple. And I didn't grab any purple. Well, I'm going to be mixing my own purple today. In oil painting or just painting. Actually, well, no, with acrylics I'll go with purple. But I have grown to like to mix my own purples. I feel like I just have so much more control because there are so many different kinds of purple. There's blue and red, and even I'm looking at Rumi's hair right here. I have a reference picture in front of me. There is a lot of there is both red purple and blue purple in her hair. So I think it's tricky. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi Nacho. How you doing? I can't get this open. Ow. Yeah, the paint sticks. And as you can see, I messed it up, this tube, when I first got it. I accidentally grabbed from here and twisted from here instead of here. So now it's like permanently now hard to open. I'm like, no. So the metal's just gonna be like that. Oh wait, and I'm not even paying attention to my own palette. I'm like, I have so much. I never needed to twist that. How you doing, Nacho? Is there thunder outside? I mean, we have a little bit of clouds right now. I'm gonna squish this tube of paint and try to correct this back to normal later. Oh well. It's okay. It happens. I was being a dum-dum when that was like the first time opening it too. And I was like, no! I was being a dum-dum at the moment. Aw, thank you, Nacho. Aw. You're sweet. You are very sweet. Thank you. You know me, I'm just chilling. I'm just being me, the little fairy I am. Oh, now on to the more interesting parts. Knife. Where is this so you can see it better? There we go. So grabbing a little bit of white. And I already have some purples kind of mixing over there. And red and blue, or it's permanent rose, so it's like a pinky, not so much red. And then I just mix, and I'm going to put this closer to me so it's more comfortable. So to make a more blue purple, you just add more blue, and more red purple, add more pink. And I'll go back and forth until I am completely happy with the color. And I'm going to be making 2 different kinds of purples for this. Like I said, there's both like more of a pinky red purple and also a more blue cool purple in her hair, so I have to mix both. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I think that's why so many like Rumi cosplayers are kind of confused of like what actually color of purple hair she is. Because a lot of them are like, wait, I'm like stuck between 2 wigs to use for Rumi. And I'm like, that's so funny. Which color purple is it? And then now just looking at it, I'm like, oh, I see. I understand now. Hey, it's Evo Leia. Hello, Evo Leia. How you doing? Yeah, a bit of a colorful outfit. Why not some tie-dye today? Just mixing some purple. Alright, so I really like this purple. I'm going to even make a lighter color too. Where can I put it? No, this is all wet. I'm running out of space on my palette again. I think this is dry. Yeah, that's dry. I have been tempted in the past to get a palette for cool tones and a palette for warm tones because I know I would use it. But then I'm like, do I really need to manage 2 palettes? Not really. Even though I know I would. And I would totally have a palette for skin tones. I would totally have a palette for gray tones. It could start getting dangerous. I could start all these stacks of palettes for all the different color tones. All the different color schemes. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Eva Leia. I'm doing good. Doing good. Hoping my goal today is to make good progress on this painting. I kind of need it to move along. So that's today's goal. Is kind of just keep working. Yep. And I'm just something happened? No, nothing happened. Okay. I thought something happened over on my... Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought something happened over on my stream for 2 seconds, and I was like, I thought I saw something weird. And I was like, wait a minute, something happened? Oh, no. Nacho, it wasn't even you. Nacho, it wasn't even you that spooked me. I saw something pop up on my monitor over here. So you're good. You're good. I know you're texting and you're all good. I'll look at your text after the stream. But that's not what spooked me. I saw something pop up over here and I'm like, damn it. Did my stream end again? Did it glitch again? But no, 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 no. We're good. We're good. And Nacho, you're all good too. I swear, sometimes the funniest stuff happens. Alright, and then I know I started, like, stopped talking. I was kind of just getting into painting the colors, figuring out what do I want. But I think I got everything that I want. There we go. Pretty happy with my color palette here. Going to move it aside. And there we go. Alright, so now I gotta find a good place for her where it's not so upside down for you, but also for me, I need it to be. It's okay, it's sideways. You're good. What? I didn't know that, Evo Leia. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool in a way. You can just rewind to rewatch something interesting. I need to look that up myself and kind of understand that. Huh. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Well, maybe they have it limited to certain people right now because Twitch themselves is trying to figure out, okay, how would this actually work? You know, like smaller group of people figure out. Oh, really? Sorry, I was like half paying attention and I just completely smudged. I was being clumsy. I realized that I'm like, oh, I actually need a lighter color of the red purple, like even lighter. And I completely just dipped my finger in one of the other colors. And I was like, really? I was doing that a lot yesterday when painting. I was like getting paint all over my hands. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how clumsy can I possibly be? And actually realized that I'm all out of pink too. Hey, it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? Hey, we got a good group in here today. Going all right? Good. Well, you know what, Win? All right is better than not good. So, we're gonna start off today all good, kind of calm with some art. I don't know if I got all my days mixed up or what, but I'm like kind of like, wait, is today Friday? Did I get it wrong? Kept second guessing myself the whole time I was setting up. Is today Friday? It's just one of those days. I don't know why. All right. So now that I finally have all my colors mixed, I will just get right to painting. So, I'm keeping in mind that there is the glow of the pink and the blue behind. And so I'm gonna go in kind of like how I've done before. And I actually might tilt her actually this way a little bit. I know it's even really upside down for you guys. Wonder if I can move it in a way that it's not so upside down, but I also don't want to smudge Zoe. But also I need to keep in mind my perspective. I want to keep... I'll try it like this at first, and if I need to move it, I'll move it. And I can't smudge her clothes either. Yeah, how am I gonna do this? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. It's gonna be really upside down. Oh my gosh, yes. The expressions in this movie is top notch. They're just so good. Okay. I think I have an idea of how I want to position this thing. There we go. Oh gosh. The way it's like reversed in the camera is it's not reversed, but I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I move up and the camera thinks I'm moving down the viewpoint. It messes with me. It messes with my mind. I already have a hard time flipping my lefts and rights. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? All right, so I am doing first the pink reflection from the background. Ooh, nice. Gonna get some sushi. Yum. That sounds good. Isaac, what kind of sushi do you like to get? What's your favorite kind? Yep, Evolea. I totally relate to that. I am terrible at giving directions. The worst. And I'll give directions too of how it makes sense to me, but it makes sense to absolutely no one else. okay, that doesn't have red dots on them. I don't think I've ever had, like, okay. I don't think I've ever had sushi with red dots, unless if you're talking about, like, there is a kind with hot sauce. Oh, really, Win? You're getting a storm? Ooh, that's exciting. Hey, maybe this storm will bring some cooler weather. That'll be nice. Or it will. I'm ready for the fall time. I'm ready for fall time temperatures. Ah, I got you, Isaac. See, I like spicy sushi. I think it's good. All right. Oh no, Nacho. Hopefully it doesn't rain too hard. Aw, well, Nacho, stay safe and drive safe, okay? Stay safe. Oof. Oh man, that sucks. Aw. Nacho, I hope it'll be okay. I'm sure you'll be good. Nah. I wish you luck. I know, it's no fun driving in storm. Ooh, nice, Isaac. Spicy. Spicy sushi. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the storms sometimes can be a little unpredictable. Like sometimes it'll just be like, just a little something, and then sometimes it pours. So we'll see. Oh, really, Isaac? It's so hot that no ice cream will cool it off. Even a whole tub of ice cream. All right, so I kind of noticed with her hair that it seems like the highlights and everything is more of a reddish kind of purple, more warmer purple, and then all the shadows are more of a cooler purple, more of a blue purple. Yeah, and then I'm just kind of going back and forth. As I blend, I'm also trying to keep in mind which way is her hair going, which way is the hair like reflective and shining. So basically with my brush strokes, and I have to sit up because the oil paint glare is fooling with my eyes. I actually, for this piece, I've been working on my easel, and it's been really nice. Kind of see things in a different perspective when the art's on an easel rather than on the table. Exactly, Win, exactly. Shining like how she's born to be. They all are. Everyone is. Okay. Yep, and then as I just paint, I pay attention which way the hairs are going and how they're folding into one another. Braids are tricky. They look hard. They look like simple, but once you get down to them to actually make hair look like it's convincing in a braid, it's actually tricky. I remember like when I was a young teenager, like a tween, there was a book of how to like paint mermaids and fairies but with watercolor. And there was a whole page on how to draw braids, and I used to just sit in the sketchbook and like copy the images like step by step in practicing how to perfect braids because I thought it was so cool. And for a long time I'm like, I don't know how to figure this out, and once I like got this book and saw that page, I was like, I'm just gonna practice. And so yeah, I have like a couple of pages in my sketchbooks from those times of where I just draw braids. Hey, that's how you get good at things. You just keep practicing over and over again. Sometimes getting good at things is just practicing with it. Exactly. Born to be. And then a little bumblebee. Yeah, I get that a lot, Evil Leia. I've gotten that a lot that I don't apparently change. I've even been called timeless before, which I think is funny because it kind of goes with my like fairy name. Right. I actually like am having fun with Rumi's hair. I'm having fun with it. kind of added a little bit of my own style to it too, but still staying true to her. And again, to get that like kind of convincing glowing factor, it's just a lot of extreme light next to extreme dark. That's it. I'm also making sure that it makes like sense of where the hair is going, how it's folding in and out of each other. Doesn't make sense because I don't want it's not just like little bubbles, you know. There we go. And kind of tap, 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 blending. Oh, I didn't know that, Isaac. I didn't know. Well, with how big K-pop Demon Hunters is, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing voice acting more characters in the future. And then just blending. And I'm kind of feathering when I'm blending because I like to leave the hair very like wispy, even though I know that it's kind of in this stiff structure. I still want it to look like hair. And hair can be tricky to paint for sure. It can definitely be tricky. That's why like sometimes it takes a couple layers of paint to before you actually get it right. So far, so good. I'm actually having a really good time. I'm having fun with the play on all the different purples that are in her hair. Oh, Alrighty. Thank you, Nacho, for stopping by. It's always good to have you here. Stay safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Here we are. All right. I gotta flip over in my napkin because it's already all dirty on this side. I try to use every bit of my napkin as much as possible before getting a new one. Otherwise, I'd be going through way too many at a time. I also clean off my brush a lot. Ooh, sounds very cool, Isaac. I had no idea, but sounds cool. Hey, it's Blood. Hi, Blood. How you doing? Yep. Yeah, I have seen that movie. I have. It is definitely a very fun and wacky movie for sure. Still can't get over the entry scene of the delivering the package, and the package is just kicked along the street and completely damaged once it gets to the house and where it's supposed to go. And, like, that's how I imagine it is in real life. With how some of those packages are handled. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Blood. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good. What? That's super cool. Well, if they brought back the originals, Isaac, I'm gonna say it's gonna probably be good, right? Hopefully it's good. Everyone, everyone here is so good at keeping up on all that stuff, like new movies, new video games coming out. I am so bad. I feel like I'm so behind because, like, wait, what's going on? You all keep me up to date of what's going on in the nerdy world. Aw, thank you, Win. You're sweet. Nah, I'm not extremely tired. I'm good. I'm not at that point or even near that point. But thank you for being understanding. I mean, I'm still here. I'm not falling asleep. I'm chilling. I'm making progress, right? Anyway, too, the stream's always a good motivation for me to keep working, and I need to get this done. Wow. Pac-Man and Sonic. Well, Isaac, that sounds like an interesting crossover, but it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll see. See how it turns out. Evo Leia, I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe just regular tired. Just kind of like, do. Like, I'm just vibing. I'm vibing tired, if that makes sense. But all is good. I'm still happy to be here. I'm not like take a nap tired. I'm not like that. Oh, I have coffee right here. Yeah, I already have coffee. One step ahead of you win. I always got my coffee. I have an herbal tea here. Yeah. No, it's all good. No one worry about it. It's all good. Okay. I think I'm afraid I'm overworking this area a tiny bit. But it's not going exactly how I want it to. At the same time, though, I know I can always go back and add in other details. There we go. Here, I'll flip it around so you can all see what it looks like not upside down. For a start, it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it so far. It'll be good. All right, so just same thing, gonna keep moving on. Upside down. I know, right? Since it's upside down, I should paint the upside down from Stranger Things. It's all upside down today. Yeah, and this pink is kind of mixing with the graphite that's on the surface of this canvas, so it's not as bright either as I would like it to be. Definitely later I will be fixing that, which just means I'll be doing a second layer once this layer's dry. Not a big deal. That also could be what's messing with me, because I have a vision in my head of how I want her hair to look, and it's not exactly turning out like that. Maybe it's just because I think it's just not turning out as bright, and that's what's throwing me off. Not impossible to fix. One of these days I gotta try a technique that I got from another artist. She stopped using pencil on her canvas and started using watercolor pencils. And it kept it from getting this like gray smudginess look. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. I really like the color of her yellow jacket. The only problem is that yellow is, as you know, really tricky to work with. So I'm like, oh boy, that's gonna be 3 or 4 layers of work before it actually looks solid. So we'll see. Yep, and then I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just all my shadows is the cool, more blue purple, and then all the highlights is more the warm pinky purple. Yeah, we'll see if I can get today's goal done. Today's goal is to like finish Rumi's hair. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but hopefully I can. Put it this way, that would be really cool if I could finish her hair today. I would be a very happy little fairy. Cleaning my brush, kind of looking back, kind of as I look over, I kind of like try to make a plan of what else I want to do before I move on. Any little adjustments I need to make. Exactly, when happy little trees, happy little hair, doing happy little brush strokes. Yeah, and there might even be some brush strokes in here that I'll go back and touch up later when it's dry, when this part's dry, because I don't want it to get too, like, muddy. All right, now on to her actual braid. It looks like it's kind of lighter here and then it gets darker as it goes behind. And I just realized I only did pink on the top of her braid, but technically it's on all sides. So I'm gonna go back in with the pink. There we go. And then I'm actually gonna take my lightest medium purple, that's like the warmer purple, and I'm gonna put it up here. I'm also so glad I'm doing this with oils and not acrylics. Oh my gosh, with acrylics, I swear there's just too many different shades of purple in here, and things would be drying very, very fast. I'd be constantly remixing all these purples. And that would be a lot of work. And as I'm painting, I'm paying attention to which way the hairs are going. And that is the way that my brush strokes go. That never changes. At least what's cool about this color of purple is that it blends in with the pink really nicely. Because, I mean, it is made with the same pink. That's also why I kind of like keep actually, yes, I have a lot of colors, but how I make my colors is from the same pigments. So everything can kind of blend into each other quite nicely. That's why I also like really customizing and mixing my own colors too, rather than being like, well, this tube of paint is the same, I guess, or the closest I can get. I can just have so much more control over the colors, and I can easily mix in between so they can blend easier. I see the jump, 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 trying to catch that star, huh, Win? Catch the dragon star. Just correcting some pieces I had there. Yeah, and then I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. Again, I find it so satisfying blending all these colors together. Keeping in check which way the hairs are going. Sometimes when I start painting, I just get into a rhythm. And it's almost like this pattern rhythm where I'll just get into a groove and I'll keep working in that groove. Oh, there's the doggo. You guys all hear Mochi? There's Mochi. Yes. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. She's like, someone's at the door. Someone's there. I'll let everyone know someone is there. I heard something. Aw, but she's such a good girl. You know, I should, if I was to do another pet portrait, I think doing a pet portrait of Mo would be cute. That'd be sweet. Yeah, Mochi! Yes, she is Vestguard dog. There we go. And this is, yeah, how to do pretty much, this is how you paint hair. Right now I'm just doing the first layer, so it's a lot of like chunkier type brush strokes, but then when I go back in for the second layer, I can do a lot of more thin little hairs, make it a little more natural. And it's also a lot of like back and forth of adding and taking away, adding light, adding dark. Going back and forth. Ooh, now it's raining. It is raining. Yeah, this section of the hair doesn't look completely natural quite yet. Still working at it, going back and forth. But I don't want to overwork it either because I just don't want it to become like all the details become lost. Sorry, I have to sit up in my chair again because the oil paint glare with the lights. It is raining. It is. And there we are. So I'm just going to blend this one last section and then I'm going to move on to the next because I don't want to stay too long in one area if it's not that necessary. Okay. I need to make it another napkin. A clean napkin. There we go. Yep, and now I'm just gonna clean off my brush again and continue working. Continue on. It really looks like it's glowing too behind her. Like I look back at the monitor next to me and to see what it's like looks like from afar and like yes, I'm getting that glowing factor which I really wanted. It's gonna be golden. That's right. It is gonna be golden. That's my goal. That's my goal. Make it golden. Whoa. I don't know if the mic picked up on that, but that's some big thunder. Oh man. I hope Nacho's okay. I hope the power doesn't go out either. I agree with you, Win. At least make it through this live stream. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to just add in these little details here, and then I will call it for this section. I wonder what takes longer, for me to paint Rumi's hair or for Rumi to do her daily hair routine. Because that's a lot of hairspray. I like how in like just in any kind of fictional story, like I notice it in video games, anime, animated series, movies, that hair is always so weightless and fluffy. And I always I always love how in fictional fantasy how hair is so weightless and how it flows. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to draw. Almost out of this light purple here. Demon hair. Actually, I'm going to mix a little bit more of this light purple because I'm almost out. So I'm taking some of the medium red purple, I'm taking some white paint, and I'm just mixing the two. So nothing too complicated. That's what I like about lighter colors, is how easy it is to make the lighter colors. Like if you have that medium base color, you can just easily add, like, just take a little bit of it and put it in another pile, mix some white, and then you get it light again. Oh my gosh, it is pouring. Oh my gosh. What a day to be painting. Oh my gosh, it's pouring. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm trying. Is it? Oh my gosh. Coming down hard. It's a stormy day. It's a rainy day in painting. Okay, I really feel really bad for Nacho now. Crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Hello. Hi. Sorry for the quick little mini break. It is coming down like crazy. Hi. Oh, I'm still.
I'm glad you closed it. It's the size of ice cubes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we're getting such a big storm. Gosh, it's crazy. You can slightly hear it in the mic. Yeah, it is. It's coming down like crazy. Yeah, it's coming. Oh my gosh. Sorry, was like totally into the painting and I completely got super distracted. I just got super like all of a sudden all my attention went to the storm that was outside and completely away from the painting. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we don't usually get storms like this, so that's why I'm kind of like hypnotized like this. I'm sure like anyone who you just get rain on a normal day to like day-to-day normal, you're probably like, why is this little fairy so hypnotized by rain? What is going on? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this tiny section here. Sorry, it got really muddled and it's not looking how I want it to. And it's because I was working on this and I got distracted. And then my mind was like, ooh, over here and over here. So we're just gonna move on. And I might fix that part later. Figure out what's going on. And I'm just gonna continue going along here. Okay, I'm fixing what I was. Now I'm like, okay, I think I'm in a better direction of what I was working on when I got distracted. Yeah, when I paint, I like to, or do anything creative, I really get immersed in what I'm doing. And when I get distracted suddenly, sometimes it's hard for me to pull back in. And that's just what happened just now. So that's why I'm kind of like, wait, I'm doing, what's this funky stuff that I'm doing? What am I doing here? Okay. And then, of course, I have to go back to this section and fix a few things. And I'm gonna add in back in some light purple. How's the lighting? I mean, you see my shadow a lot over this. Let's see. I do have another light that I could turn on. I don't know if it'll help. Because I'm kind of looking over here and I'm like, oh. I could use some better lighting in here. I'm gonna blend this out and then I'll turn on another light, see if it kind of helps so you can see better what's going on, what I'm doing. All right, here, I'll turn it around so you can see the progress. Eee. Here, I'm gonna go turn on another light. Scooch. Scooch. There. Oh my gosh. That made a difference. I am so sorry. I should have just turned that light on from the beginning. There we go. Sorry, everyone. It's amazing what the difference one light can do. All right, so here we go. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Well, today was definitely eventful. Got a storm. Surprise visit by Mochi or Herd Mochi. Working on hair. Yeah, and there's definitely some parts here that I definitely want it to be even lighter. Um, and I feel like this pink like halo is kind of getting lost a little bit, but I think why it is like I said before, it's from the graphite underneath kind of turning it gray. So with the second layer, I can make it even brighter. So I'm not too worried about it too now because I can kind of see what it can be, and it's what's good right now. And I do want to actually add in some blue. You can kind of see that I started adding like little blue highlights onto like Zoe's face here. And I kind of want to do the same, and I think it'd be good for consistency to do the same to Rumi. I know I didn't do it on the jacket here. I was just trying to um, lay down color and figure out fabric folds and that kind of stuff. So I was more like sketching out my yellow, and then I'll add in blue later, which I hope wasn't a mistake. I hope it's not a mistake and I shouldn't just put blue in right away, but oh well, that's part of experimenting. If worst comes to worst, I will just paint over it. Whoa, that was some loud. Blended in a little bit of blue in here even, and I'm actually liking how it's looking. I think it looks really good. It's light. I didn't want something too powerful anyway, just like little hints of blue. Okay, I think I just messed it up. I think I just... Oh no, I messed it up. It's okay, I can fix it. See, this is the part where, in digital art, I would just hit the backspace button. Like, never mind, I didn't want that. I was experimenting, I thought I knew where I was going, but backspace, backspace. Can't do that in painting. Just does not exist. There is no backspace button. Nah, it's okay, Win. It's okay. What do I do when I mess up on a painting? I just cover it up and fix it, retry again. And if it's too messed up where I can't fix it, I wait for it to dry and then I paint on top. Alright, there we go. And cleaning up some edges here, blending them. Blend. Oh. All right. There we are. All right. And then I go in and I blend into the blue. Now this blue is going to be a little bit brighter because I didn't, this one I just put right on top. And this one I'm blending right next to it. I kind of did like a color blocking thing. All right. There it goes. Yeah. So really with this part and this part, it's really a lot of repetition. It's a lot of the same thing, same technique, same blending. back and forth, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. It takes time to paint. There's no such thing as just, oh, you can just paint that in 5 minutes. No such thing. Oh, really? You got a storm warning? You know what? Shockingly enough, I didn't get one on my phone when. You know what? I'll probably get one a couple of hours later after the storm watch. You're like, yeah, I know, it already happened. There we go. Oh, yes. I really like this blue highlight that's actually being added. I think that this blue just adds so much. I love playing with color. I really do. I mean, clearly, like you can all see from any of my paintings, but I love color. Just adding more blue. There we are. Yeah, and today's plan is really just to keep working on this painting. That's a big plan for me. Hopefully I can get big chunks done. Also, too, I'm going to work more on cosplay animal ears. So keep your eye out for when I post more pictures of the ears that I make. I'm so excited. Especially that recently I picked up new gothic type flowers. So I'm really, really excited to use those in some future flower crowns. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I can't wait to share. Oh, look how much that blue adds. The blue just adds so much. When in doubt, add more colors. That's something too that I like to do is if it's starting to look really flat, look at your object again of whatever you're painting and try to see what colors are you missing. Like go beyond just thinking, oh, that shirt is yellow or those pants are blue. What other colors do you see? Challenge yourself. Or even too, what other colors can you imagine there being? All right. What's the time? Oh, we're still good on time. Okay, so at least I don't know if I'll hit my goal of getting the full braid done, but at least the top part of her braid should be done by the end of the stream. We'll probably take the rest of the stream. So I did only half of what my goal was. Usually I'm so good at hitting my goals. I don't know, I think I'm just ambitious for this one. Oh my gosh, and there's so many fuzzies, like from the ear fur. I keep picking them up in my paintbrush, and I'm like, no, be gone. Wispy ear furs. try to flip over my napkin and it's already dirty on both sides. So, time to flip it again. As I'm working more and more on her hair, I'm kind of getting more into this rhythm of understanding which textures I'm looking for and how I exactly want it to look. And then I'm gonna go back in with the blue. So yeah, judging by the time, and I know how long it's been taking me to do her hair, I'm probably gonna finish this braid and then call it a stream there, unless if there's magically some leftover time, then I'll start on the bottom half of the braid, but I don't think I'll get to that, sadly, in today's stream. I'll probably get it later done today, though, for sure, because I'm just going to continue working on this painting. Yep, Lynn. I don't know, maybe. I want to work faster, but I also don't want to compromise any details. And I feel like anytime I like try to rush and do something, I end up messing up. And then it ends up taking like twice as long to do it because I rushed, I had to fix it, and I had to redo it, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. With the blue, it's kind of tricky because I don't want it to be like too, like I want it to be blended but not muddled. And I just don't want it to be like super powerful either. But definitely you see blue. So it's kind of this like weird balance that I'm dealing with. Aw, thank you, Lynn. Thank you. There we go. All right, and what next? Here we go. Ah, see, so close to being done. So close. Or at least being done with her hair. Almost. Yeah. All right. So, you know what? Looking at the time and looking at this little bottom section of the braid, I actually think I will have time to at least start the bottom half of her braid, which that's cool. I'm happy about that. Yay, exactly. Yay. Exactly win. There we go. Gonna add a little bit more dark. Just blending in the shoulder because I don't want sharp edges. No sharp edges. All very soft. All right. Okay, wait, look at that. Actually, there's still quite a bit of time left. And I have finished the top part of her hair, so that's cool. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to finish the bottom half. Well, I know I won't finish the bottom half, but if I can at least do a couple of these sections, I would be pretty happy. Or I will be happy. So I'm starting with a little bit of pink. And then, since we've kind of like are on this border of where the pink turns into blue, I'm going to, sorry. My nose is itchy from the faux fur of the animal ears. It is floating around. Gonna grab some blue. And add it in there. I'm just blending this pink and blue here. And there's no like sharp edges of where it necessarily needs to begin or end. It's just can be blended. And then I'm going in with my light purple, which almost looks like pink now, up against that pink. I'm gonna pull up another reference photo of what's going on. All right, I kind of have an idea. Oh, you made a clip earlier of me? What'd I do? What did I do? Sometimes I don't even realize that I did something clip worthy until you send me the clip. And then you're like, look at what you did. I'm like, oh my gosh. I guess. It's a funny moment, I guess. Ah. My reaction to the storm. Like, oh my gosh, there's rain. fairy sees rain for the first time. Nah, it's not my first time seeing rain. I still get hypnotized by it. That I like as if it's the first time I've seen rain. You'll have to send me that clip when I want to see now. Oh my gosh, is that the clip? I'll have to look at it after the stream. Thank you, Win, for always capturing hilarious moments. Of course. Of course, Win. I'm happy to. I always end up making really good progress too. Here for the good vibes. All right, so it looks like I only had really time for one little section of the braid. Not much. I'll finish it later today, and I'll keep you all posted on how it looks. How her hair turns out to be. Alrighty. So just finishing up the last details right here. And then I will call it. Yeah, I see something that I want to add. Alrighty, so just wiping off my brush. And I'll spin it around so y'all can see. There we go. Ah, see, you made good progress today. Ah, I am happy with this progress. This is good. Yeah, it was fun doing her hair. I liked painting her hair. It was fun. Alrighty, well, that is it for today. Um, Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in. Today was definitely very interesting with the storm and everything. I will be back next week on Tuesday, where I'll continue working on this piece. You'll see a big jump in time because I'm definitely gonna keep working on it even off stream. So yeah, well, I'm excited. Hopefully by Tuesday we'll get onto Mira over here. That would be nice and exciting and a lot of fun. Nah, thank you, Win. Thank you. And thank you for everyone who joined today. It was really good, awesome, and I will see you all next week. All right, now, as for now, bye.